Welcome to Analytics with Nags. This is another video in the Visuals with Nags series where I'm going to discuss about Infographic Designer. This is one of the custom visual, and where you can see you can able to design your charts in such a way that it will be more aligned to your business. This is like typically a beer bottle manufacturing company, and it is trying to get the sales across each location using the beer bottles itself. So this visual give you a good visual appearance, as well as it is easy to tell the story as well. Let's try to understand when to use this visual. If you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for notification. Let's begin. So when to use? It is used to beautify your reports with ease to create infographics. There is no much designing things required for you, designing knowledge. Just most of the things are pre-defined, so you can use it. Highly tailored to your specific topic. So basically, like as I said in the previous example, it's a beer bottle manufacturing company, so the bottles are placed in place of infographics. In case of other business, your business specific images can be placed over there. Then a specific appearance of it is typically a bar charts or column charts represented in different shapes with colors and layouts as well. So for these purposes you will go for Infographic Designer. Basically, in order to tell a data story using the charts or these dashboards, if you have different images instead of conventional bar charts, pie charts, this will give people, business owners, a different feeling. That is the main purpose of this Infographic Designer. Let's try to understand with one of the example, the Naga garments. We are in Power BI now. Let me create some page background as gray so that it will be very visually appealing. Now we have this data. It is simple sales data that those who are following my channel, they are familiar with this data set, like Naga garments data, where we have a sale date and we have products sold across different categories. These are the products, and what is the item quantity and what is the item amount. This is the sales amount typically. Let's try to understand how much quantity it has been sold using a simple bar chart. Let me try to have one bar chart here. This is the typical bar chart, right? So we have item quantity, and I want to analyze by the category. So this is how usually we will analyze the data, right? So instead of analyzing a conventional way of reporting, we can introduce a new type of chart called Infographic Designer. So this is the custom visual, so you need to log in into account and then you can download it. Otherwise you can download it using a website app source, then you can do it, right? In my case, I have downloaded here and I have utilized from here. So let me walk you through. So if you want, you can import from visual from a file. When you go to this, you have source, and then you can see custom visuals. I have downloaded it, so just choose this one. You can see this is the Infographic Designer, then click on open. Once you open, it will appear here. So let us try to insert this one here. So Infographic Designer, same thing, I will try to imitate whatever we have seen. So it is item quantity and item category. So there is no much difference here: casual wear, semi-formal, accessories and formal. So typically it gives us initially a bar chart. Okay, then how we can configure, as we said before, different based on different business, you can configure different images over here, right? So you can notice one pencil icon here which is saying like edit mark. So you need to press this one. Let me zoom or focus mode so that it will be easy for us to configure it. So the first you need to choose the shapes to change any shapes for this visual, as excuse me, as this is belongs to garment shop. Let us try to choose something with the garments. There you go, you have something over here. Let me choose shirt. So now you can see, as soon as choose one of the image, you can see different for each category the same image appeared here. I will quickly walk you through some of the properties, then we will come to change different images as well. Now this is the first things, so you can change the image, you can see it over here. Then fill percentage, it is, you can see now this data is fully filled. Then you can choose what item to fill here, right? Based on the item quantity, you can choose this one, right? Basically it will give you impression like this is less than this value. That is the point you want to understand. So this is about fill percentage. And there is something like you have option to choose the background for this, and fill directions from where it has to be filled, from bottom to top or top to bottom, or something, some visuals it will be appearing from left to right. In that cases you can choose right to left or left to right. So this is the option. In our case we will go for bottom to top. Then you can see here, you can choose multiple units over here. This option is very useful. Why? Because you can see how many units it should appear over here, right? So how many rows count, how many column counts it should appear. You can customize this, like I want 1 row 3 units per row, something like this. So you can fill this one based on I will revert this one now. So I need row count, right? 1 2 3, and then units per row, that is 1. It is split into 1. Now you can see if you press 2, it will be split across this, right? So based on this you can have different view of it, right? Out of 6, these many things are filled. It will be percentage, based on the percentage contribution it will be split and it will be filled. So this is what about this multiple option. And sometimes you feel like this is huge or it is bigger, and this is smaller and this is very small. Instead of this, I want everything to be equal size and make that fill, right? For that, the option available over here, layout, and you choose bound to outer. So what will happen is like it will show the bars equally and then how much it has been filled. That gives you the value. So it will give the overall value. So this is about in a nutshell how you can configure it. So let us revert back to something like 3:1. It will be looking better, and I will show you now to configure for each category. It is dynamically configurable. It's not like you cannot have a DAX measure, I hope, but manually you can do it. How you can do it? You can go to here, that is link button. Here you need to choose the data binding. For what you want to do a data binding? I want to do a data binding for each category. I want different images. Choose the data category, and for casual wear let me choose this one. For semi-formal let it be this one, and accessories I hope shoe is accessory. Let us go for a shoe for accessories, and formal I will remain it same. Excuse me. So once you click on apply, you can see a different images over here. So this is how you can able to change the images for the each category. So basically, like you might ask me like whether I can have my own images. Yes, you can. So you can see you can have to upload SVG document here. Once you upload, all your uploaded documents will appear here, and you can go and choose from the shapes. Once you have uploaded, you can go over here and choose from this uploaded option. So this is how you can design your own shapes as well, and you can upload it and use those images over here. So this is about this visual. One thing to highlight in this is like, let me zoom in again. You can change the colors of these values, like value colors. You can choose again from here. You can choose category. Once you click on apply, different colors you can apply for this each category, and you can add some text on top of it. That's what I said, the format. You can see insert a text, so you can see text started appearing over here, and you can also choose. Now you are setting all the properties for the text. Now you can choose outbound, okay, outer, so it will appear over at the top, and what text it should appear, right? So you can format it here. I need to show the value of the quantity, okay, so I have chosen here. You can see instead of this text, I want it should show item quantity unrounded, or it should be rounded to 2 decimal points. Then press OK. For this you can set the size or whatever. I can choose the font as 20 over here, then font style as italic, something like that. Okay, so this is your text properties, and if you want to switch back, you can choose the shape properties. You can set it over here. If you do not want the text, you can click on the text and you can delete it, or you can add another text everywhere. Or if you do not want this text, you can press this delete, and if you want to add some other text, another text also, it is possible to add anywhere in this graphics. So let me delete this one, so it is deleted. If you want, you can keep it for your reference. This is another important property I want to highlight. And other properties, let us close this one. Once you are done, you close over the designer. Then this is done. Now you can see here from the diagram. Now you can see here, instead of seeing the diagram from the top, this looks more appealing, like more aligned with your business, semi-formal, accessories, or formal business. Based on the infographics, you can get the item value as well. And some other properties, whatever you are designing, this is specific to infographic custom visual designer. You are designing it here, and these formats are similar to any other charts, like shadow, tooltips, every other things, background, titles, everything. And one important property to highlight here is like, click on this chart, so you see all other properties are same. Here the type is column. If you want to start appearing like now it's appearing vertically, that is column chart. If you want a bar charts, you see the categories appeared in the y-axis. It moved like this. So this is the property you want to change. Then line chart, it becomes a typical line chart. We're not talking about it, so column or bar chart will be useful. Then you can switch off or on this x-axis, y-axis, and other properties are common. You can play around with that, and you can change this font size, axis fonts, other things. You can play around with that. This is what the infographic designer is all about, as actually this is used very well suited for your business. You can see your business visuals over here. I mean this is very good for storytelling, and it will be more aligned with your business. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and comment below for queries, and do remember that data is your asset.